Hello and welcome back. So today I'm going to discuss on the topic clipping, but it is about clipping polygons. So let's see how we can clip polygons. A polygon boundary processed with a line clipper may be displayed as a series of unconnected line segments depending on the orientation of the polygon to the clipping window. Okay. Now each edge of the polygon must be tested against each edge of the clip rectangle. New edges must be added. Existing edges may be discarded, divided, or retained. So multiple polygons may result from clipping a single polygon. Let's see this through an example. See, this is a polygon. It is before clipping. This is the polygon before clipping, and this is the polygon after clipping. So we got from a single polygon we got 3 other polygons after clipping. So this is how clipping is done. Now we have Sutherland-Hodgman polygon clipping. So this is a technique, or this is an algorithm for we use for clipping polygons. So this algorithm, it uses a divide and conquer strategy. Okay, we have to clip a polygon against an infinite clip edge. So here this algorithm, it solves a series of simple and identical problems which when combined solves the entire problem. So we'll be having 4 clip edges, each defining one boundary of the clip rectangle, successively clips the polygon against a clip rectangle. Okay. Now the polygon clipping algorithm clips against 4 edges in succession, whereas the line clipping algorithm tests the outcomes to see which edges crossed and clips only when necessary. So let's see how polygon clipping is using the edge by edge strategy. Let's see through a figure. See, this is the original polygon which we have. So first we clip at the left portion, then we clip at the right portion, then we clip at the bottom portion, then we clip at the top portion. So this is how polygon clipping is performed by edge. So we'll be having we'll be clipping against each successive window boundaries. Okay. I'll be showing another example. So when we clip on right, when we clip on left. And now let's move on to the Sutherland-Hodgman polygon clipping algorithm. So first here in 2D, the vertices define polygon edges from Vi to Vi plus 1. Now the algorithm clips against a single infinite clip edge and outputs another series of vertices defining the clip polygon. Okay. In the second pass, the partially clipped polygon is clipped against it, the second clip edge, and so on. Now, at each step, the algorithm adds 0, 1, or 2 vertices to the output list of vertices that define the clip polygon. So, at each and every pass, we will add vertices to the output list of vertices. Okay. Likewise, we have 4 cases possible in polygon clipping. Let's see what are the cases. So, case 1 is inside. We have shown clip rectangle inside and outside boundaries. Okay, you can see a polygon edge as S to P from here. Okay, so in the first case, the polygon edge is completely within the clip boundary. Okay, it is inside the clip boundary. Okay, so the vertex P is added to the output list. So we are defining which vertices to be added to the output list. So here now P is added to the output list. So here it is written as output. Now I'll be having the second case, that is case 2, where the polygon edges, see, it is partially inside and partially outside. So the intersection point I is output as a vertex. Here we have written an intersection point I because the edge intersects the clip boundary. Okay. Now I'll be having case 3 when the polygon edge is outside the clip boundary. So here both vertices are outside the boundary, so there is no output. Okay, if the vertex is inside the boundary only, or the edge is inside the boundary only, we can output vertices to the output vertex list. Okay. Now we'll be having case 4, that is the polygon edges partially outside and partially inside. So here also we can take the intersection point I and the vertex P are added to the output list. Okay, because P is inside the boundary. Now I'll move on to the algorithm. Before going on to the algorithm, I'll be making you familiar with some terms or some functions which we are using in the algorithm. So first function is in vertex array. It is used for input vertex array. Then we are using out vertex array, used for output vertex array. Then in length, that is number of vertices in vertex array, and out length, that is the number of vertices in out vertex array. You'll be having the clip boundary, that is the edge of clip polygon. Then we will be having some few procedures which we are using here. First procedure is the procedure output, which adds new vertex to out vertex array and then updates out length. We have procedure inside, checks whether vertex lies inside the clip edge or not. Then procedure intersect with some parameters, that is first, second vertex, clip boundary, edge. Then this clips polygon edge first, second against clip boundary and output the new point. Now let's move on to the algorithm. We are defining the algorithm with the function Sutherland polygon clip, defining two vertex S and P, then J for for loop, then S is equal to in vertex array in length -1. We are inputting the S as the vertex to the in vertex array list. Okay. Now we are from the total length we are minusing the vertex S, that is in length -1. Then we will be having the for loop. Okay. After the for loop, we will be having P is equal to in vertex array of J. Then we are checking for the conditions. If inside of P, clip boundary, means we will be having case 1 and case 4. First we will move on to case 1, whether if inside of S, clip boundary. In the first case we said both S and P are inside the clip boundary. Okay. So output P, out length, out vertex array. Else we will be having an intersection point, right? So I is equal to intersect of S, P, clip boundary. Else case is for case 4. Okay. Case 4 we said we have the polygon edges intersecting the clip boundary. So we'll be outputting what? I, out length, out vertex array, and output P, out length, out vertex array. So we completed with the case 4. Now else part is for case 2 and case 3. If inside of S, clip boundary, what's next? We'll be first looking for case 2. Okay, that is intersect point is there. So I is equal to intersect of S, P, clip boundary. Will be in the outputting only I, out length, output vertex array. Now there is no action for case 3, right? Because in case 3, the polygon edge is outside the clip boundary. So no action for case 3. Now we'll set S as equal to P and we'll close the for loop and we'll close the Sutherland polygon clip. So this is the algorithm for Sutherland-Hodgman. Okay, polygon clipping. Okay. Our next topic is, so far we have seen line clipping, point clipping, now polygon clipping. The last one is text clipping. Okay, let's see what is text clipping. The simplest method for processing character strings relative to a window boundary is to use the all or none string clipping strategy. So here we have several techniques that can be used to provide text clipping in a graphics package. The clipping technique used will depend on the methods used to generate characters and the requirements of a particular application. So the first clipping strategy is the all or none string clipping strategy. Here if all the string is inside a clip window, we keep it, otherwise the string is discarded. So let's see a figure based on that. So see, this is the half of the string is inside the clip window, but we are not taking that string, we are discarding the string, and only the string which is completely inside the clip rectangle only we are displaying. So this is how we are performing all or none string clipping. Okay. Now I move on to the next one. Okay. So here, this procedure is implemented by considering a bounding rectangle around the text pattern. The boundary position of the rectangle are then compared to the window boundaries, and the string is rejected if there is any overlap. Okay. So this method is the fastest text clipping method. Okay. Now let's see the next one, that is known as all or none character clipping strategy. It is an alternative to rejecting an entire character string that overlaps a window boundary, is to use the all or none character clipping strategy. Okay, here we discard only those characters that are not completely inside the window. Let's see a figure based on that. See, so we will be here HE is outside the window, so A and AB is outside the window, so we will be clipping there, and we will be displaying the LLO and CD part of both the strings. Okay, this is how we are performing all or none character clipping strategy. Okay, so in this case, the boundary limits of individual characters are compared to the window. Any character that either overlaps or is outside a window boundary is clipped. Okay, now the next one, third one, that is a final method for handling text clipping, is to clip the components of individual characters. That is known as component clipping. If an individual character overlaps a clip window boundary, we clip off the parts of the character that are outside the window. It's just having a slight difference from the second format. We'll see how it is done. See this portion, just half of the portion was inside and half of the portion was outside. So what we does is that we will clip only that side and we'll be displaying the other part of the string. Same in the case of string 2 also. S is completely inside the clip boundary, and half of the portion of T is also inside the clip boundary. So we are displaying only that part of the string, and that is known as component clipping. Thank you so much.